Just wanted to do a quick summary of my plans for the aquarium. So, someone got me two mollies, which were in my room, but then I decided that I'm gonna put them in this big tank. So at the moment they're in quarantine in this tub, and there's like actually quite a lot of stuff in this tub. I did a methylene blue dip first. It's actually not that dark. It looks really dark, but it's actually not that dark. Anyway, I did a methylene blue dip first, and then I added this aquarium salt stuff I have with minerals, and what else did I add? I added kanamycin, I added fluke medication, methylene blue, and some other medications for the fish. And they should be in there for about, it's actually quite large, it's 27 litres. So they're probably going to be in there for about a week, and then I'll just check on them before I put them in here with the rest of the fish. And then the other fish tank, I'm going to be deconstructing and then moving. So it's actually going to be moved to here. This one's going to be moved into the corner. So this is the one where the better was. But it's a real mess, and this gravel is it's sand, but like snails and fertilizers kind of like get into pieces, and also all the plants in here got killed for medication, which wasn't working on the fish. So the fish is in here now pretty much with the same stuff that is in the other tank with the other fish. Hopefully this stuff works. I think he actually has a little bit more meds. He's got higher concentration of salt in this tank, I think. Hopefully that works for this fish. And then after that, he's going to be transferred to this tank, which I'm actually working on. I just moved the filter. He's going to be transferred to this tank, maybe with some tetras or something. So this is what I'm going to be working on at the moment. So this tank and getting those fish ready to move. Probably need to get some mibromin actually for those. This one's got an infection actually. And then this tank is going to be deconstructed, and I'm going to try something very different when I move it. So it's going to be moved over here, and it's going to be a vivarium. So I had an idea with some inspiration. We'll see how that goes. Got quite a lot of wood for it too, actually, in the shed. Now, I've treated these fish recently for flukes, and 2 guppies got treated too. I don't know why it's not focusing. Yeah, all the fish in here are going good. And then I was thinking for the vivarium, it was gonna have a sponge at the back, and then you see how this has what is this called? I forgot. It's like a spray bar. I was gonna put a spray bar at the top, kind of like it is now, except at the back there's gonna be a sponge, and then there's gonna be moss glued to it with cyanoacrylic glue, and then the sponge, well, the spray bar is going to face downwards, and it's going to spray onto, it's going to spray right down. Oh look, there's a baby fish. It's going to spray right down the back wall, giving the moss water, and then in front of that is going to be like logs and stuff where I'm going to glue Anubis to it, and moss. Probably get some Bucephalandra as well. And then kind of want ferns, but I don't know, I have a feeling they need soil, and I didn't really want to introduce any soil to this aquarium that I'm going to make. And I'm probably going to also use some hydrocotyle trip. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it starts with a T. So basically just like kind of aquatic plants, but that kind of live out of water. And then I'm also going to have like a steaming type thing. But we don't have any frogs here, so I sadly won't be able to get any frogs for it. I originally was going to use this tank here for it, but it's just too small, and I'm going to need at least 2 to 3 inches of water, and that's going to take up too much space. So I'm going to need that amount of space so that there's a water layer. So this one will be fine with it, because when I looked back at my old vivarium, I thought I could do better. I did that really badly, and I think I can do a lot better. So everything in here is going to be taken out, and I don't know what... Oh my god, there's a baby fish in there. I had no idea there was a baby fish in there. I just thought these fish were sterile for some reason. Where did that fish come from? Well, he's gonna be less lonely when I move him anyways. That was a surprise. I have no idea where that fish came from. This whole time I haven't seen any baby fish in here. Anyway, so that's the plan. So I'm just working on sucking the water out, cleaning it up. It's a multiple day thing for this, because the whole thing's gonna have to be removed, so it's gonna take multiple days. But it's gonna be a new project for me to work on, because I don't really like having 3 aquariums up at the same time. It was just too much work. And especially with like the 270 litres, they're quite small, so... But this is going to create less work, and it's going to be very interesting and like rewarding. So I'm pretty happy with how this aquarium's turned out. This is actually a medium light aquarium. That's why I moved some of the plants here. But yeah, in that other tank I just showed you, the medication was killing the plants. Like, I put medication in for the better fish because it's got columnaris, but it's pretty strong. Like, the columnaris is resistant, so I might have to get mebromin to treat it. And it's got a host of medications, which I don't know if they're too weak. We'll see in the quarantine. And oh yeah, actually for this tank I was trying to figure out, because this is a super low light aquarium, like this light is, I think it's like 7 watts, and it's just really weak, but that's perfect for the Anubias, because it was starting to burn and getting algae in the other tank, because it really likes the low light. So it's perfect for this aquarium. And then at the back I was gonna get some Trident Java Fern. I thought that would look great. And actually this, I think this is gonna die, and I think it'll die even in the other tank. Like, this is, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Luigia, I think this is Luigia Red. But, it wasn't even growing. Like, I had another one which was Luigia Green. It wasn't even growing in the big tank. Like, it just melted. So I guess it's a highlight plant, even though they say it can grow in medium light. But just new. I'm putting it at the top so it's got the most amount of light. But yeah, I know it's gonna die. So probably gonna chuck that out soon. Anyways, I just gotta find somewhere which has Trident Java Fern, and that would look amazing. And then I'm gonna get more of these dark stones, because at the moment we don't have any dark stones. And then I might get, yeah, just a lot more dark stones to break up this gravel. I was originally going to change this to Candela sand, but the Candela sand actually looks quite dirty, and like with this, all the food, like, it'll fall in between, which kind of makes it look clean. But yeah, I need to like have like a fish bowl for feeding or something to like keep it cleaner, because it's just very dirty, like having to feed the fish. So that, like, you kind of have to overfeed, so that, because sometimes the fish are stupid and they don't go for the food until they see it, and then so you've got food floating around everywhere, and then it just gets dirty to feed the fish. But if I have a bowl, that should work. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put. Oh yeah, the better's going to go in here. And then maybe some cardinal tetras. It's actually quite hard to find cardinal tetras in this area. So I guess I'll keep looking. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I wanted to get ornate tetras as well. I don't know, although I don't know if the better will attack them. Because that was my plan when the mollies were going to be in here. But then I decided to take the other tank down. So then the better has to come in here because it can't go in the main tank.